Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chester Bum. For our first disturbing and sad story, we go to Fisher-Price Recalls. They have currently found a bike that not only falters, but that also sucks the lives out of little children. Here at Channel 199 News, we are dedicated to keeping the truth as our last aspect. Aside from that useless comment that I keep rambling on about, we caught up with the President of the United States, with our own Archibald Krant, who did an interview that we think you guys should be informed about as Americans. These questions are important and hard-hitting that we feel that the President of the United States should answer, and that will answer in this interview that you're about to see. So, enough about me rambling. Here's our own Archibald Krant. Archibald?
Thank you, Chester, and thank you, President Obama, for meeting with me this evening.
I appreciate you having me on the show.
President Obama, do you feel that the issues in America are long-term results of the Salem witch trials and curses from said Salem witches?
Absolutely.
So you feel like the curses could be the cause of all the hunger and all the other terrible things that are happening in America as we speak?
Absolutely.
Well, that makes sense. Now the next question. I'm confused as an American about what cell phone service to use. Should I use AT&T Verizon, Sprint Metro? I really need some help here. Could you help me out, sir?
They are not part of the same network.
Well, what do you mean? Like they aren't the same company or anything like that? Or?
We've got to have the ability to distinguish between these groups because, for example, the war in Iraq is a good example, where I believe the administration lumped together
like potatoes?
Absolutely.
But I thought you just said they weren't connected in any way.
Absolutely.
But don't you think they're all these decent companies?
They're all part of various terrorist networks that we have to shut down and we have to destroy, but they may not all be part and parcel of the same ideology.
So go T-Mobile is what you're saying.
Here's where you and I agree.
Cool. Now, what do you think about the parking at MJC? Why has it been such a problem? I'm not sure why.
That for 6-7 years during this administration, we weren't working as closely as we needed to with the Europeans.
Quick, give me your best board face. That was probably the best board face I've ever seen.
I appreciate that.
Hey, quick, copy me. If you heard what I said, I'll repeat it right here.
Listen to what I've said, and I'll repeat it right here on this show.
Wait, wasn't finished yet.
No.
Wait, okay. Now, let's just move on. Now, honestly, Mr. Obama, why do you think that Carl's Jr. is better than Jack in the Box?
There's an underlying problem with what we've done.
Yeah, that's true. We can't just compare the whole restaurant. I mean, do you think that we have to look at the menu itself singularly kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Carl's Jr. is Western Bacon Cheeseburger, and I'm looking at my notes here, and Jack in the Box has the Sourdough Jack, which is right up there on the list too. Now, would Carl's Jr. have such an advantage at all, or?
For example, we are providing them military aid, so they're using the military aid that we use.
Hey, you just said the same thing twice.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes, you did! But whatever. Okay, so what is Jack in the Box doing now that they're not receiving military aid?
They're preparing for war against India.
India? Holy moly. It's not their fault, is it? Why do you laugh? Doesn't it scare you that a restaurant is going to take on a whole other country by itself? And even though the restaurant doesn't have any military aid? I mean, Burger King does, but that's because they have a kingdom and there's a king leading them, but that's not the point. So after this, you decided that you were going to provide them with military support so they could be even.
What we say is, look, we're going to provide them with additional military support targeted at terrorists, and we're going to help build their democracy.
I have another question for you. This isn't really on the level, but this is just for me personally. What do you think about this outfit? Am I pulling this off?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Do you hear that? He loves my outfit. Anything. Last question, Mr. President. Would you say, in your most honest opinion, that not only as the President of the United States, but also as a breakdancer, that you could beat Michael Jackson's moonwalking and even make him cry?
Absolutely.
Well, I thank you, Mr. Obama, for being on the show tonight and answering all these questions for myself and America.
I appreciate you having me on the show.
I'm glad you can make it. Hey, Coach, let me hear your speed talk.
No, 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 no,
Oh, that was great. The President of the United States, ladies and gentlemen. Chester, back to you. Feel.
Take it easy.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.